Wiraguna is a young Balinese entrepreneur originally from West Bali who is interested in preserving and protecting the traditional way of life and the natural beauty of Bali in partnership with local village communities. He's the co-founder of Wirausaha Bali, an organization that seeks to create collectively owned and operated enterprises for economic, social, and environmental sustainability. Pecha Kucha.
Alright, hello PechaKucha Night. Alright, Om Swastiastu, my name is Wira. I'm from Jembrana Regency, West Bali. I'm a co-founder of Wirausaha. What we're doing is we create we organize collective enterprises to help the local. Tonight, I would love you to know our project that we create to help the local community in West Bali. But before that, I'm going to show you my beautiful home in West Bali. In West Bali, it seems like other part in Bali, they have their own unique culture. They have their own unique cultures like big bamboo music, we call jagok, we have the buffalo races, we call that makapong, and also we have a colorful painting fisherman boat. And 18 years I spent my life, oh my god, I was skinny dipping, swimming in the clean river with my friend. Can you imagine that without underwear? And then the girl over there just saw me, something like that. So it was really fun living in the village. Yeah, by the time being a young villager, people I should move to the city and then I should get to school. But what I should get? I get a job. I should get a job after the school. That's what I did in Bali. That's most people do in Bali. So I get a job and get salary and then I just make one people happy, which is just my boss. I didn't thinking make these people happy, which is my family, which is the environment and my community. Who cares about that? Who cares about the environment? So at that time I was changed my direction, how we can more valuable, how we can more helpful. So in West Bali, when I went last time in West Bali, I saw a lot of huge social issue, which is a lot of poverty, a lot of income inequality in West Bali. They don't have any really good job in West Bali. It's not just that. There is also environment issue, which is they also have environment issue, which is they chop down the tree on the hill, and then they plant the banana, like you can see there. They chop down the tree on the hill and then they plant the banana. It's good, but it's not good in West Bali because when the rain coming, the banana tree cannot hold the water. That's make erosion and that's make lack of water system when dry season coming. So it's not just this. There is two more environment issue, which is they stealing the beach sand. They're digging the beach sand to build their houses in West Bali, and also they're littering everywhere because they don't know where to put their trash. They don't know what to do for their trash. There is no garbage trash over there. Exactly, they just littering everywhere. That makes so why all of that happen? There is a root causes from this. Exactly, there is economic situation. They don't have any money. They don't have any knowledge. When they chop down the tree, they don't know what happened next. So that's what happened in West Bali. So, but beside all of that, I can feel it. I can see it in West Bali. There is huge opportunity. We can see it. There is a potential of strong communities still preserved, indigenous still preserved, and all of that is collective. All of that is a collective enterprises that we can build from the culture to enterprises. And it's not just that. We also have a natural resources. We rich of natural resources, which is a huge land, a huge of farmer product also, a huge diversity product. If you go to West Bali, which is huge of every kind of fruit you can find there. And then also fishermen, breeding, whatever you can find there. And where did we get the idea for building collective enterprises? So, actually we get the idea, we went to the Spain, and then we learned about the biggest corporation in the Spain, which is called Mondragon, built by the Boss people, founded by Father Arismandiarta 60 years ago. And then now, Mondragon is the 10th largest corporation in Spain, which is generate 75,000 worker owner and generate even more 12 billion million euro annually, which is really huge. And in that potential, we inspire to create Wirausaha, which is main entrepreneur in Bali. How we can bringing together the traditional collaborative culture that already exists from 1,000 years ago in Bali with the collective enterprises. So that's what we're gonna do. And we have a huge purpose here. So we will guide the local community. We will give them a way how they can be entrepreneur. And also we empower sense of Balinese entrepreneur, and then we develop solidarity needed to protect their culture and the environment. So that's our huge purpose that we will build. So actually, we already get our project that we will create in Yembang village and my village. So we already get whole village leader, which is they give us the community space within 1 hectare land. They give us to build their own enterprises, and we will help them. And then how we can address the economic situation with the environment situation, here's the idea we will build there. So we will build their enterprises to build how the waste can be a good product, which is the organic waste can be the compost, and that can help the local farmer in West Bali. And not just that, so we also can produce the waste, the non-organic waste, to be a building construction, and also to be a fuel, which is huge opportunity we can build from the non-organic waste. The plastic maybe cash for trash should be with us, and also a lot of things that we can build. And how we can do all of that, how we can mix the people with the garbage, something like that. So basically what we are doing is we will gather the people together, we will gather the community together, and then Wirausaha will guide them, we will give them process, we will give them method how to work together to build their own enterprises in the village. So based on all of that situation, when they have their income and in their business, exactly, they can have the economic security, they can keep the environment clean, they can protect their culture because they can build their enterprises in the village. And at the end, they can be self-sufficient without working alone. So the huge potential that we can see from the collective enterprises to help the people. Exactly, I believe when the community can come together to help one another, anything is possible. So that means it's not just me, we'll help all of them. All of you is deserve help them. How? Let's talk more detail and then process if you want interest, and then thank you so much for the time. Om Santi 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 Om.
Thank you, Putu. Any questions for Putu? Alright. Yeah. Boy from Bule? Ooh, sounds good. So for us, what are we thinking about Bule? Bule coming, when I was child, Bule coming just for tourists, free. But when I was child, Bali is really beautiful. But now, maybe you already see from the airport coming to Ubud, there is huge what? Huge shop, huge art shop, huge building, something like that. That's crazy, right? But what I want from Bule is, I want your awareness. I want your awareness. How you can, when you buy something from the shop, is this good? Like, is this made from the local? Something like that. That's what I want you to do. And then also how you can learn from the local. The local people can make a really good product and then they can be international, something like that. So how you can be aware from that. Thank you. Anything else? Do you want to ask? Any more questions for Wira?